We have heard a lot about technology from the industry as well as the government perspective. Now we have somebody who will tell us the community perspective of it and tell us how the young minds, the youth, are being involved when it comes to water management and making India a water secure nation, and how those young minds are being transformed into the water warriors of today. Please welcome, with a big round of applause, Srimati Smita Vats, Founder Director, Itihas.
Thank you so much, APAC, for having me here. And very good morning to everybody. I'll keep it short. Having worked with children now 25 years, I can tell when the audience is done and when the audience is recipient to information. Itihas is an organization that works with school-going children, just to introduce ourselves. And we work extensively in the space of water. We've done it for 20 years. That's because we look at, young minds as the potential future. We also believe that there is a lot of learning because water is a very complex subject. Water is personal and water is community, water is public, water is private, water is community, water is family, and water is so basic. What I drink matters to me, to my health, to my body. What I see people using should matter to me. If I don't have water at home, I should be able to react to when, cars are being washed with pipes and water is being wasted. So Itihas comes to this conference from a very different perspective. From how is a young child, हम सबके घरों में कोई न कोई स्कूल जाता हुआ niece, nephew, बच्चा, बेटा, बेटी, कोई न कोई है. And what is the habit around water consumption that we are being able to impact. And I think that is really our responsibility as adults, whether we are in a technical field or an educating field or in any space. Water carries a culture. And that's what Itihas strongly believes in. Water carries a blessing, water carries a बरकत. इसीलिए कुंभ का मेला होता है और उसी चीज़ के लिए हम जब हमारे घर में कोई स्विगी या जोमेटो वाला आता है हम पूछते हैं पानी पी के जाइए पानी पी लो पानी पिलाना तो I've heard a lot of complex statements today and a lot for me to learn and take back to our students, but I think it's equally important to simplify water. To help a young mind understand it, because वो जो young mind है, वो आज भी नदियों को blue ही color कर रहा है. Every river and every parent is buying a box of crayons and every child is coloring the river blue. But does that exist? Does that exist? So we work with about, 10 lakh students across India. We create curriculum around water. And we insist on taking children to a river. अगर उनके शहर में नदी है, so we insist कि आप नदी पे जाएं. And you will not believe it. Even today we have a group walking in Lucknow, not in Delhi, to the river, and all teachers, all children go to a river like this. Don't need to hear anything else, but अगर हमारे बच्चे यूं नदी पे जा रहे हैं, तो मेरे लिए ये सबसे बड़ा करिकुलम चेंजिंग इवेंट है. और बच्चे जो सवाल पूछते हैं मैं आपके सामने इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे रखना चाहूंगी. They ask you, मैम नदी इधर बह रही है कि इधर? A child cannot tell upstream and downstream because of the thickness of the water. It's also about the point at which they are viewing it. Of course, if they are viewing it at a slope, they will be able to tell. But by and large, a child in a city, and I'm talking of urban, large metros, or even B-grade cities, not of rural India. Rural India understands water much more, because they do not have the luxury of water. They do not have the access to water. शहरों में water comes to us. And that's such a big luxury, and we do not value that enough. In other parts of our country, we have to go to water. And that's been how it's been for centuries. I mean, cities were abandoned because there was no water. Today we take water as a consumer, as a family, living in a large city for granted. We have a right over it, which yes, we do. But I think we also have a responsibility towards it. And Itihas really allows children to study water not just superficially, but in depth. And like Archana ma'am said in the morning, she said it must be people-centric. I feel it must be youth-centric, because they are the ones who will change family decisions on water. And I think we have to look at it like today, family decisions on where to take a vacation, where to travel, are all being dictated by our children to a large extent. Or how much water to buy is being also dictated by our children, because they are also the consumers of that water within families. So if our children are aware from a young age, and I firmly believe it's never too young to learn. We did a workshop in Japan in schools for water last year, and that country is so clean, and it's clean, I realized, because every child from a young age is taught झाड़ू लगाना, पोंछा लगाना, पानी पोंछना, पानी पिलाना, हम सब कर सकते हैं. Nothing is beneath us. We must be able to understand our resources and our responsibilities. And I believe the children of today, the youth of today, must have ownership over their resources. And these are very complex resources, like Sir has said. It's so complex. Today I am forced to breathe the air outside. I don't have control over it. I am forced to drink the water I drink. Every home does have an RO, but we do not know, we do not have control over that. The RO sucks away magnesium from our water. Magnesium is such an important element in health, in reducing thyroid. Today we find so many people with thyroid, which was not there earlier. So there are many things which are changing our life pattern. And I really believe that the future generation must be aware of this. And we as adults try to understand at Itihas that children are not, you can't fool them. They're like a camera. When you look into a camera, your exact features are captured. Same way, children, we should not think that, oh, these are 8th, 9th graders, because these are our engineers of tomorrow at Autodesk. These are our IAS students for the future. And if they can be sensitized today, they will change things. We have seen in the past change come around from the youth, and especially urban youth, which is my area of focus for this current conversation, because urban youth are pampered. Urban youth have easy access, and they're the ones who need to understand that if you are getting something, what can you give back to society? And how can you reduce the water burden on our country? And I think consumption is something we have to understand. And that is where Itihas works extensively. We are running a program up to today in about 1,000 schools, where we have children studying water through 18 hours of in-school curriculum. So it's very extensive. We run it in Hindi and in English. And believe me, in the last 20 years that we have worked on water, we have seen fantastic water warriors emerge. I'll just define water warrior for you. We've had 8th graders, sorry, as young as, how old is an 8th grader? I think about 14, 15. They have come up with inventions on how to use domestic wastewater for local resident parks. And of course, with supportive parents, they've been able to put together sprinkler systems, and it's all done by a 14, 15-year-old. So I'm very grateful to National Water Mission because they helped us formalize this program. They helped us give recognition to a child. I mean, what does a child want? A child wants, a little bit recognition at the end of the day, and support and sense of achievement. So I don't want to take too much more time. I just want to thank this platform for bringing the voices of children here. I would have loved to bring 2 students here who could have shared with you what they have done. And the big thing that we have achieved is that children have started drawing rivers brown and black. Now, I don't know if that's an achievement. I really don't know. Not that rivers are blue, but I think the environmental degradation that this generation of youth is having to grow up with is going to change many things in our country 50 years later. I don't think anybody in this auditorium or our parents saw the kind of environmental degradation that our children are being forced to see today. And I really hope that anybody here who can support us in any way with information, with outreach, with access, so that we can take this education model to more and more children across the country. Schools are willing, there is a space, and I think we have to think beyond structured curriculum because children need a practical feel. They're ready for it. They're ready to receive this information and they're ready to be the change makers. But we have to empower them with little more than slogan writing and quizzes and, children are very creative, and I think giving them access to these spaces, maybe allowing them to even work at water monitoring plants, senior children, allows them to see and understand water because it's a very difficult concept for a young mind to take in. But it's not impossible. So I'll just stop here and thank everybody for giving us this opportunity. And I do hope there will be some support for more and more children, youth to get involved because we will then see the change. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Able to transform more and more young minds into the water warriors of the current day. And thanks a lot for highlighting all the initiatives that have been undertaken till now. Thank you so much.